Hi, this is David, and welcome back to our channel, Rants, Plants, and Revelations. We took out the middle one, which was going to be reviews, because we're not going to do reviews on this channel as far as I know. And we're getting a lot of hits on our plant stuff, so we changed the name. So, we are going to show you some of our little garden experiments today. I have no idea if they're going to work, but I thought I'd share them. So, first up, we've got this. This is a sweet potato flower. Let's see if anybody's home. There was like this microscopic bee in there earlier. So we've got this massive sweet potato vine, as you can see back here. It just goes all over the place. And it produced exactly one flower. Now we've got another sweet potato plant off in the other direction, behind the cameraman, that produced exactly one flower. And it produced it like 6 months ago, and that flower has been sitting in a refrigerator for 6 months. So I saw this morning, and I was like, ah, a flower! So I grabbed that, and I came over here, and I kind of nudged the microscopic bee out of the way, and I pollinated it as best I can. If the pollen was still good, we may end up getting hybrid sweet potato seeds of some unknown variety out of this. So I put a little hemp tie on here to designate that this is a pollinated sweet potato flower, and hopefully in the next few weeks we will get sweet potato seeds. If so, we'll do a follow-up on it. If we don't get sweet potato seeds, we might mention it in a future video, or we'll just skip it. Because if it's negative results, that doesn't seem like a really good reason to do a follow-up. So, this is experiment number 1. Most sweet potatoes are produced with slips, which are cuttings from sweet potatoes, but I really wanted to do sweet potato seeds just because nobody does it. So, it kind of gives you a little insight into how I think. Now, let's go down the alley here. Be careful of the flower. Past the chickens. And we're going to go over to experiment number 2. Experiment number 2 is grafting one of our grapevine plants onto a sweet potato vine. Now this will probably not work for a lot of reasons, but if it does work, here's the cool thing about it. One of the common grafting experiments people do, or common practices, is to take a tomato plant and a potato plant and graft them together, so underneath you've got potatoes under the ground, and on the top you've got tomatoes, which is a really cool idea. I haven't tried that yet. But this is kind of a longer term sort of project where you get grapes on the top and sweet potatoes on the bottom. And since they can, in temperate climates, they can both grow long term, you could have a long term harvestable crop on the top of the plant and on the bottom of the plant. Now, you're not supposed to graft dissimilar plants, but you can, and you stand some chance of success with some of them. I haven't researched this because I don't know if anybody else is silly enough to try this. And my grafting technique is not that great. I'll go over it in detail if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll keep on working on improving this in the future. And if I get a positive result, once again, we'll be back with that. So, grapevine here, graft, and then potato plant there. If this piece lives, the grapevine part, what I'll do is I'll cut this sweet potato vine off here and then grow roots, because the sweet potatoes have a high propensity to root if you just put them in water for a few days. So it's a great way to produce a discrete plant all on its own if your graft works. So we'll see how that goes. And then over here we have got our struggling garden meditation circle. The chickens have been very adamant about destroying it, but we are trying to get it going again. And here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm taking a water jug and putting a few of the grapevine slips here, twining them up here, and then getting the roots going. This way we've got foliage up high where the chickens can't get to it, and we'll just do this and go around the circle until we've got a circle of growing vines all the way around. And then we can proceed with our project, which is creating kind of this foliage enclosure as a little meditation space. So that is it for today. These are our garden experiments. And if any of them work, we'll update you in the future. Okay, see you next time.